How can I?
Sell? No, I don't want to sell anything. We're just talk and leave, and then rest, and then Bellberry Hunter. Bam. Ooh, the bleed. Yeah. What? It's her aim. Oh, I'm so dead. That's so hard to dodge. Three staggers in one fight. A little bit of health left. Not anymore. He's dead. Okay. Evergaol. Then cave, then tower. Then Dragonbarrow's done. This was not so bad. Like, the only real problem is Blackblade Kindred. And that was like 3 tries. This isn't even part of the Dragonbarrow. Nor is the abandoned cave. There's really only like 5 Dragonbarrow bosses, right? Dragon, Knights Cavalry, Blackblade Kindred. No, there's more than that. It's like 7. Got the Beastman Duo, the Putrid Avatar. I hate this attack. Do you just keep spamming this? Yeah, you do. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Battlemage Hugues. Yeah, there's like 7 Dragonbarrow bosses. That's it. It's just there's so many that are close that like they, you know, and the way I do them, like they're pretty much grouped in with the Dragonbarrow bosses. So in my mind it's more, but it's like 7. Oh my god, I almost just fell off. How are we doing on time? Almost 6 hours in. This feels like it's going to be a quick run, but again, it really depends on Rykard. Rykard could literally add an hour to the run. Like, oh, I went the wrong way. I'm not even kidding. If it ends up being like a half-hour fight and it takes like 3 attempts, then, you know, you die 15 minutes into 2 attempts and then... Because I'm probably not going to die to the snake. Especially with this range, dude. Like, Rykard is going to be a nightmare to fight. But if the run ends up being like half an hour, then you're talking... You know, a lot of attempts piling up. That would add a lot of time. Moog, too. That's why, like, this has potential to be the fastest run. Because it's going pretty alright so far, but... Whether it will or not is... You know, it's still way too early to determine. Is that a bleed? Nope, I think that's just my damage. Alright. Wow, that actually hurt more than I thought it would. Oops, not that. Is there another talisman I should use? Yeah, not really. Ooh. I always forget about that second jump. I love how you can see the isolated Divine Tower. When you look at the map, it looks like it's... I mean, you can't tell a lot because I don't have the map, but like if you normally have the map, you look at like where that is, it looks like it's so far out, but it's really... I don't know, kind of close. Oh my god, I thought I was going to miss that. Thought I was going to miss that too. Did I... I can't remember if I tested whether or not you can just drop down here. And I think you can. Yeah, okay. This guy just sitting. See a guard counter that. Hey, Rarl. Yeah, I am a big fan of this game. Myself. I mean, I played it, I don't even know how many times so far. But, hopefully you get a chance soon. It's a lot of fun. In time, yeah. I hear you, man. Hey, it's not going anywhere, though. Game will be around forever. Oh yeah, I'm sure it will be. Oh, that was bad. Dark Souls 3 and 2, I know, like, would go on sale all the time. Dark Souls Remastered, like, never went on sale for some reason. It was like 2 years straight. It just was not on sale, and then randomly it was like a couple months ago, maybe. But like I was waiting to. I'd never played the Souls games before. I think it was 2020 is when I first played DS1. And I had 2 and 3 in my library for a long time. But I was just waiting for 1 to go on sale, and it never did on Steam, so I remember having to get it off a third-party site. Yeah, man, the hitboxes, they're, like, some of them are, like, very good, and then some of them are just, like make you question what you just saw, because it's, like, I don't know, they're all over the place. I agree completely with that. I think the same of Dark Souls 2. If it was just like some other random game from software made, I think it'd be like... I don't know. Because Dark Souls wasn't as established back then, so I think like people would be more lenient. But yeah, the fact that it is Dark Souls is, I think what makes like a lot of people not like it as much. I love it though, to be honest. Like, I love all these games. But I get it. I get why people don't like DS2. Love him no matter what, yeah. Just like, I just like being able to create builds and just like go on an adventure. That's what I enjoy. And even if the combat isn't as tight in DS2 as it is in the other games, like it's still fun for me. Oh my god, I can't even reach him! No, I get it, man. I just do, like, random... I'm trying to beat the game with every weapon. I mean, like, that's about as random as you can get, I feel. Not full-on memery, maybe, but, like, there's some memery in there. I just like being able to do that, you know? Having that freedom. Being able to play whatever way you want and still win. I mean, some stuff, you know, might be bad to the point where you can't do that. No, it's gonna be a new build every time. So the idea is to do any percent in new game and then all bosses in NG plus with the weapon. But it's gonna literally take years to do. If it gets done at all, you know? If it gets done, it's gonna take a long time. Because there's a lot of weapons. A lot.
Who there? Come on. It's tight. The gods, you breach the... Well, but of course.
Let me see, what do we got? We got Godrick and then Liurnia. Plus, the way I do it, like, you never know when you're going to do in the next run. Because I just randomize the weapon every time. Yeah, I played Demon Souls. I played the PS3 version on an emulator before I got a PS5. And then I got the PS5 and played it, the remake. I pretty much got a PS5 for Bloodborne and Demon Souls, which I don't recommend, but... I mean, I'll get other stuff in time, I'm sure, on it. Air Boss and Demon Souls. Maybe Penetrator? I like a lot, too, honestly. He's got a lot of health, but... I do like the fight. Trying to think what else. Those are probably the top two, I'd say. I don't mind man-eaters, but that fight can be chaotic. And I would say Flame Lurker, but Flame Lurker is like almost like too random for me. I think I just need to fight him more. Terror Knight's cool. Yeah, the music's great. They actually gave them their own soundtracks too in the remake, which was interesting. Oh my god, I missed. Yeah. The OG just has a charm that the remake didn't capture. I think technically, like from a technical level, the music... Wait, what? Oh, okay. He started talking before the animation was even done. Threw me off. But, yeah, like, I think the remake music is, like, from a technical level, very good. But it just doesn't... I don't know. If you know the OG, it's hard to say it's, like, better. Because the original soundtrack just had, like, a charm to it. But I do think that the original soundtrack probably wouldn't have gone as well with the game being as polished as it is. Maybe not every theme, but, like, it's hard for me to, like, imagine fighting Tower Knight in the remake with the original song. But maybe that's just me. Some songs I think would be fine, like Main Astrea's theme I think would be fine in the remake. Like the original song. And like the Storm King remake, actually I think really goes well with the remake fight. Makes it a lot more intense. But yeah, I mean, the songs were like memey. I think that's what made them so much fun in the original. Like Adjudicator's theme. And the Tower Knight theme. Yeah, I agree with that. I was playing it actually the other day, I think Saturday. And I kept thinking about it, and it didn't hit me until like yesterday. I'm like, the remake, it looks like more cartoony almost. And it's not like it's bad or anything. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of the way they took it. I was just thinking about, like, you know, NPC faces and just watching them, and that's how I felt. This range. Oh, I should probably put that on. Yeah, it definitely looked like a mask in the original. I'm glad I played both though, because I almost did it, I guess. I don't know. Well, again, I needed to get a PlayStation to play the remake, but I think there was a point in time where I was just like, I'm not going to bother emulating it, even though it's like the easiest thing in the world. But I'm glad I played both in the end. Yo, please, no, stop. Game. Why is this so tough? Okay. Like, I never have a problem with this jump. I'm in the right spot, right? I think so. Oh my god. I don't know why that took so long. Yeah, it's crazy to me that it's still so hard to find one. You know, we're almost 2 years since the release date of it. In November. Oh, didn't even get a chance to heal. Thank you, bleed. But I had to try a number of times through the PlayStation Store, like the lottery or the queue that they do. I don't know how often they do it because, again, like once I got mine, I didn't really need to care about that. But where am I going? This way? But yeah, I had to try, I don't know, a handful of times, I'd say. And just, you know, you get lucky. They nerfed bleed. I think they nerfed, like, the stagger or something. I don't honestly know. I never used, like, bleed builds before they nerfed it, so I can't say. But I think they just nerfed the stagger. Eight-month wait? Yikes, that's rough. Yeah, I don't even know if they're selling them, like, in stores around me. I think Walmart's still doing them, like, online only. GameStop might be selling them. I don't really know. Like I said, I haven't really paid any attention to it. Since I got mine, because, again, there's just no need. Like, once I had it, once you get it, you get it, and, you know, you're free from all that. But, yeah, getting one is a real struggle. Even still. Obviously, the pandemic hasn't helped. You know, just slowed down, production. Take care of yours and make it last. Yeah. I'm doing a good job with that. I'm barely using it. I do want to use it more, though, because I feel like I should, you know? I have been, actually, lately. I've played Bloodborne and Demon Souls, both, in, like, the last 2 weeks. Kiss it every night. It's kind of dusty, man. I'll have to, like, clean it off first. Back here. But yeah, my advice to anyone trying to get a PS5 is just, like, follow Twitter accounts that retweet when things are selling them. That's what I did. Because honestly, if I didn't do that, I don't know how else I would even know when, like, restocks were happening. Like, there literally would have been no way I would have known, and I would have just randomly tried to, like, check the store and, you know, had no luck. Yeah, starting a new character in Borderlands is, like, if you hadn't done it in a while, it was honestly a lot of fun. It's a fun playthrough. Although I do think that title's kind of a meme now, that, like, so many people have gone back to Borderlands 2. I mean, I literally say in the description a temporary farewell. But, like, I didn't think BL3 would, like, the hype around it, or not even hype, but like I just feel like a lot of people went back to BL2, like, very quickly, you know? It's not like people went back to BL1. I mean, I'm sure people did go back to BL1 after BL2, but, like, you know, most people stayed on BL2. I feel like more people probably left BL3 for BL2 than continued on BL3. I would have been in that camp if had I played any Borderlands game. Like, when I was done with BL3, I was just kind of done with Borderlands. Because I didn't really want to go back to BL2, you know? Like, I'd already played it for thousands of hours. Yeah, the UVHM grind is rough. And they made it even worse with the level 80. BL3 just didn't have the content. And then it finally started coming out with DLCs, and I think it was just too late. I think a lot of people really just got pissed after they, like, nerfed stuff in the first, like, week or two. And stopped playing. Which, I don't know. I'm never against nerfs like that. Nerfs that necessarily, like, I think it, like, it makes like, making things harder, I think, is good in a way. Like, you don't want things to be too easy. Because then what's the point of playing? Yeah, I never even did that. I stopped on the second DLC. Not because of the second DLC, but like when they added Mayhem 10 or whatever it was, that's when I stopped. I don't even remember if it was 10 or 11. Yeah, where are the dogs here? I thought the DLCs were good, though. Like, the two that I played. I think the ranting was a lot better than the main story. Which was another gripe I had. But I haven't played BL3 since... probably the last time I streamed it, honestly. I mean, I might have played it, like, a little bit after that. For, like, YouTube videos, but... yeah, since like 2020, it's probably over 2 years since I played it last. I haven't touched Wonderlands at all. I might when it comes to Steam, but yeah, we'll see. Wonderlands, to me, feels like it's shaping up to be pre-sequel 2.0, essentially. 70 hours in BL3 and 1600 in BL2. Yeah. I am not that skewed. I have a decent amount of time in BL3. I probably had like 1,000 hours. Honestly, though, most of that was like literally looking at weapon parts. But I did do a bunch of playthroughs in the game. And I liked the gameplay. It's just like I hated sitting through the story. I think there's good to take away from the game, but, you know, there's also bad. Every game, every series is like that, though. You very rarely find, like, a series where one game, like, a successor is better in every single way than predecessor. I don't know how I'm alive. Yeah, dude, if the BL3 story was better, I probably would have played it more. And, you know, the fact that you had to sit through so much dialogue. But it is what it is. Like, they didn't even have skippable cutscenes for, like, months. Until people asked you for them, and they're like, oh, okay, I guess people really want skippable cutscenes. And even then, it's like there was still so much dialogue you couldn't skip. It was brutal. And probably the worst protagonists. Definitely the worst in any Borderlands game, but, like, I don't know what they were thinking, man. Yeah, I agree. Gameplay, I thought, in BO3 was good. It was kind of nice that you could have, like, 3 different action skills to choose from. You know, I think that's a cool idea. Even if I didn't necessarily like the skills that you could use, like, it was cool to have that freedom. It was just the story fell flat. And I think the reason the story happened is because Borderlands doesn't take itself seriously. It really, I don't know. I don't think it's ever been a franchise to do that. At least not since 2. Like 1, you can say kind of did. But 1 was a lot darker in its tone. Oh my god. Okay. Done here. Power stance in Dark Souls 2? Yeah, dude, they brought it back, too. Power stancing is sick. Like, you get a whole nother moveset just for having a second copy of the weapon, or, you know, second type of the same weapon. I think power stancing in DS2 is better than in this game, just because in this game you're kind of forced into it, whereas in DS2 you're not forced into it when you have a second copy. Yeah, they did. I'm not power stancing this right now because, like, fist weapons automatically get dual wielded. But yeah, I could go get another fist weapon and I'd be power stancing. Really? But that's another advantage to doing these runs in NG Plus is I can get a second copy of the weapon I'm doing and just power stance them. That's what I've been doing. Unless, you know, you can't, like, with a bow, you can't power stance that. That'd be kind of sick, though, if you had, like, just 2 extra arms. And you just shoot 2 bows at the same time. But it's been a lot of fun. You know, dual wielding colossal weapons and power stancing them. Yeah, I don't ever see there being an easy mode for these games, as long as Miyazaki's directing them. Dude, people got their easy mode with summons. Like, be happy you got that. Because they make the game much easier. Please. Where's your head? Oh. My God. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, people have done nothing but, like, show off, like, ways to get OP in this game and, like, YouTube and whatnot, right? There are certainly ways, like, especially in this game where you can go to, like, a late game area and just, like, farm runes. And you get a lot of runes because it's a late game area. It's not like you're farming something in the early game, which doesn't give you much. There's so many ways to get strong in this game. And that's why, like, it could be the easiest Souls game and also the hardest if you don't do that and you, like, you know, make things harder for yourself. Because, again, the game is balanced to use Spirit Ashes. Or summons in general. Like, the bosses were designed in specific ways to just be super annoying if you aren't using summons. Yeah, exactly. Just like that. So if you want to do that, you can. If you don't want to do it, you also can not do it. There, the farming spot in Mogwin Palace with the bird. Same thing. You know, there's like a bird across like a ravine or whatever it is, and you can just use an arrow to bring the bird to you, and the bird just falls into the ravine, and you get a bunch of runes. So. Yeah, they gave players so many choices. You know, you're not forced into doing bosses in a certain order because you have to beat the game. Like, there is a little bit of that towards the end, but, you know, like 80% of the world is just open world. It's like you need to kill 2 demigods, but you know, you can pick whatever demigods you want. You don't need to necessarily do them in a certain order. And then you get to the capital. Once you get to the capital, it becomes more linear, but I should say after the capital, with, like, the bosses you need to do. But until then, there's a lot of freedom. And, like, every build works in this game, too. You can pretty much do whatever you want. Do magic, faith, strength, dex, arcane. Even at level 1, they give you so many options, like, just so many ways to make yourself stronger. I think the only things that are really tough are, like, bows, or any variant of bows, really. Or, like, if you're limiting yourself to, like, a specific type of magic. I don't even know if I can level. I think I can probably get 1. Oh, I can get 2. 2. That's capped. I guess we do vigor because I have nothing else to increase. Oh, mind. I gotta do mind. Alright, this I kind of figured out too. An easy way to get down to this dungeon instead of taking the long way. Yeah, the Reduvia. I haven't used it, but it seems pretty strong. I've had it used against me a bunch of times by random NPCs. I'll get to it one day, though. left here or right? I can never remember. Alright, left. Oh, I'm so hungry, man. Kind of weird streaming through lunchtime, but it also at the same time is kind of nice because like as soon as I'm done I just feast, and by feast I mean I make a sandwich. It's a feast to someone, I'm sure. Nice stored roll. Okay. I can't even hit him. That's like one of the things I find frustrating about fist weapons is you can be like in something's face and like you just still won't hit it. Where are we going? Back here. Kilo of lasagna. Oh, that sounds nice. I love lasagna. I'm jealous. Oh, man. Insane progress today. We're not done. I still gotta do a few more bosses, but... Lamegrave is done. Kaelid is almost done. Liurnia is like halfway done. Well, kind of. The southern half is done, except for the two I can't do. Sounds nice. And it's just making me more hungry. Oh my god, I hate it when you jump over enemies, man. Especially a dude on a horse. How does that even happen? One thing to jump over like an NPC that's on the ground. How do you jump over a tall dude on a horse? Dead? Dead. Never skipping leg day for real. Every day is leg day until you get pogo sticks for legs. Oh my god, I don't have the map right. This way? I think it's this way. To be Mariner. Oh, I got him. Usually, like, you can never land that hit. Torrent's at full HP, right? Okay. That's important for this part. This is tricky, and I actually don't even remember where the hell to do this from. Here? Yes. Nope, not here. think I was a little too high. That sucks. This must be like a very precise jump, because I was getting this no problem yesterday. Well, minimal problems, I should say, not no problem. But this cuts out like a decent running section, but honestly, like dying once probably makes it slower. Similar to the elevator thing. What did? The drop? What do you mean, like the damage? I don't know what you mean. Trying to think, what the hell did I do yesterday? I think I saved in a weird spot, I think, because I was trying to test, like, if there was something here. So I had to jump over this. Yeah, the drop, like, yeah, it's just, it's so weird. I think it's, like, right here. Please don't die. See, and now it's fine. You take a little bit of damage, right? Not dead, though. Please don't kill me. Okay. Like, I maybe dropped from, like, 3 feet higher than that, and I died, so I don't really know what's going on. Where did I go after this? I don't even remember. Ray of the car, yeah, okay. Where am I going? Here? There are demon souls, yeah, it's... I don't know, it's weird, man. Sometimes you think you'll live and then you die, and sometimes you think you're surely gonna die and you live, so it's like... I would say it's inconsistent, because it's probably consistent, but like, the drop lengths are like very deceiving, I guess. It's definitely better than DS2 and DS3, though. That I know. Because you can't drop, like, 10 feet in those games without dying. I think we'll do the warp. Marking stones, I think so. I don't know. I've heard that that's a good way, but it's not always like a surefire way. In that instance, though, like for where I was, it would be very hard because I had to jump out. I wasn't dropping straight down. But I tested it yesterday and it worked. I think I just jumped off from too high or I went too high. I don't really know. We should definitely be able to finish this run, though, on... Well, probably not Thursday, because I don't know if I'm streaming yet, but at least Friday. Definitely not tomorrow, because I need to be at least underground to finish tomorrow. And even then, there's no guarantee, because I think Rijkaard's going to take 10 years. Ah, Rijkaard shouldn't be bad with bleed. Hitting him might suck, though. There are definitely going to be runs where Rijkaard is really bad. Like, I don't know, Celebrant Sickle is bad, but, like, I think worse than that. Like, the Grafted Fist, or whatever Godrick's Fist weapon is, I think that one's going to suck, because that's, like, a lot of fire damage with no bleed. And it's a fist weapon, so your range sucks. You can't get much worse than daggers, but you can get worse than daggers with fists. Oh crap, I should take the shield off. And probably the gear too. No, in general, I think fists are fine. It's just this one boss which has like really... I don't know if you've seen Rykard, but without spoiling too much if you haven't. Rykard is a very large boss that you can't hit very easily if you don't have like a decent weapon, because the hitbox is just so weird on him. And the fight's not designed at all to be fought with weapons. It's like a Yorm fight, essentially. It's a gimmick fight. Bloodfire? No, he's a big... I said I don't want to spoil anything, because I know you haven't played. I'm like afraid of how much to say. He's one of the main bosses. Definitely fire, but he's not blood fire. That's Moog. If we're talking about the same boss. He's a volcano boss, I'll say. I don't know. We're gonna be in Volcano Manor, so it's not like I don't think I'm spoiling. Like, if I'm spoiling anything, it's what's on the screen rather than what I'm saying. We're in a volcano, so Snake Dude, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the boss. Rykard is very, very hard to hit. I'm gonna die to slugs. Very hard to hit with like short range weapons, and he has just an enormous health pool. Hell, he can be hard to hit just with any weapon. His hitbox is just so funky. Yeah, his hitboxes are a nightmare. If you're doing it without the with the Serpent Hunter, I can never remember the name. And I haven't used a Serpent Hunter since like my second playthrough. That's probably not true. Probably did like one other playthrough with the Serpent Hunter. Oops. Rolled back right into that one. Alright. I knew that was coming. Only a matter of time. Love of these staggers. Boom. Alright, well, I think that is a good place to end it for today. Hell of a lot done. Probably did like, I don't know, 50 something bosses if I had to guess. Good level, I guess. 49. But yeah, we're in the manor. We got one more boss to do here. Actually, I can't remember. Maybe a couple. In this place or in Altus, and then we go back to Radon. So